Okay, everyone, welcome back. As you can clearly see, I've done a fair amount of running around, exploring, uncovering, liberating. Um, so during this one, I'm going to be showing you. I've actually found some really good money-making tips for this game. Excuse me, which I'm actually going to show you. Now, I must point out that this is, in my experience and what I've read. Now, in my experience, this tips. I say these are tips; they're not 100% guaranteed, but the tips, I would highly recommend you do them. They're most effective during um, basically doing a non-snowy season. So just in the dry, the sunny, or the spring seasons, when there's no snow around, or when it's raining, that should be alright. Or you're not trudging around the snow doing things. Because it's not always the best time for animals to be out there anywhere in the snow. So, um, but I'll let you in on those tips in a while. There. In the meantime, I just want to show this map. So, for those of you who haven't actually played this game or haven't just or interested in or interested in buying the remastered version, and you're not sure where the forts are, well, I've uncovered them all for you. So, and that's a homestead mission we're going to be starting off. I just wanted to show you this. I've also cleared out the ones in Boston. Um, excuse me, but I'll actually show those because our main missions start in Boston anyway, so I can kill two birds with one stone. Um, now, I do actually have a fair amount of money, um, and I've collected a bunch of resources, but I haven't sent off. You can actually send off convoys from the accounting book. Now, you're probably about to ask me, so why haven't you sent them out yet? Okay. There is a special type of mission called a liberation mission that might ring some deja vu bells or some memory bells for people who played the original game. Those of you who never played it, I won't spoil it. I'll just say there is a mission string called liberation, or a string of missions that are liberation related. Um, it's not actually giving it away because it's not what you might necessarily think. But like I said, I won't spoil them because I'll show you what they are. Because I'm going to go through most of them because there's a whole sequence. They actually have to do with the storyline anyway, so it's kind of connecting one and the other. My point is that the way it kind of works is that there's a tax and a risk system. So, excuse me, go on. Hamzy, have coffee before you start recording. Don't know why. At least for me. So, if you want to reduce the tax to 0 or like 5%, right? What you need to do is make sure that all the forts you've cleared out. No, just make sure about the map, not scrolling through those damn options. Clear out the forts in the frontier. If you're able to, it is preferred that you you just go through you clear out the forts as well. You do the transitional phase with the forts within Boston. You'll be doing the same thing in New York, but you can't access it yet, so don't worry about it. That comes later in the game. So, and that actually, so when you clear out the forts, that reduces the tax. Now, the risk. Okay, that can be up to about 0 or 5%. How that works is to do with the liberation related missions. That's where the two are connected, and the problem is that if you do it beforehand, you can, but you have at least a 35% risk, which is actually, believe it or not, quite high. So you could actually lose your convoy, and if you've done your hard-earned work, you spent 2 or 3 hours collecting resources, you can actually lose it. So you're better off just waiting. I thought I should just mention that. So anyway, without further ado, we will head off to the second homestead mission. Now I've gone and collected... these guys are just going to be assholes, so I can fight them if I have to. It's not really an issue. Excuse me. Now, you're probably wondering how on earth do I have so many. You can probably see I've got about 55. Now, before I actually, this is after a convoy I send off. This is just to get it all started and take the risk, just to get the ball rolling. I actually end up with over 45,000. You're probably wondering, wait, how did you get 45,000? Did you cheat? Well, no, I didn't cheat. Well, if I I'll explain after we've done this.
Back off!
Okay, come on.
What happened?
They demanded we give our entire yield to the crown. Warren refused. They killed our animals, salted our earth, then dragged us out. You saw what followed. I'm afraid we have nothing to give you in thanks, stranger. We have nothing left.
You don't need to give us
Perhaps
anything.
there is something you could do instead.
Anything.
I live in a small community not far from here. The soil is rich. The people I live with would have need of fresh vegetables, wheat, or corn. If you were to rebuild your farm, you may prosper.
What kindness is this? You'll certainly come see. Thank you.
So welcome to our community, Prudence and Warren. When they say they're gonna look, it's guaranteed. Don't worry about it. It's not like they're gonna have a meeting and say, "Oh, we're not quite happy with this." Don't worry. When they say it, it's just their way of saying, "See." So yeah, level 1 good. So because there's a whole bunch of oh yes. Now there's one of the most annoying missions, at least I found this entire game, is to do a Warren and Prudence. Don't worry. We'll get to it down the track. There's a few others, but now I was going to explain. Excuse me. Oh god, it's like on the coughing chain now. So while I'm doing this, I'll show you the 2 tips. So you come here now. How I got all that money down over 45,000 was, whilst you're synchronizing your viewpoints, you will or you should automatically come down across chests that you can loot. So we'll just do this. So come down here. So just show you. So this viewpoint, you come here, come down, right? Off the beaten track, just to the left. Don't worry. This is, you come off here. You can jump this. And where is the sod gone? And it should be, there's a couple of angry bears here. Okay, that's the first. There's only 2 bears here. And you're thinking, what the hell? Don't worry. sometimes you can do an assassination of it. Depends how quick you are.
Yeah, man.
Now you're asking, what was the point of that? Okay. So once you've gone through this little thing with the list of what you've acquired, okay. After you've done that, give it a couple of seconds, and then fast travel back to that point here, and then go back there. Basically what happens is, now it's not 100%, as far as I'm aware, it's not always going to happen 100% of the time, but a good 80 to 90% of the time. So it's just if you do it like three or four times, let's say in an hour, go and do a few missions. You can do it on and off, right? Periodically. It's a respawn system, so this is a respawn spot for bears, and bears give you the highest grossing fur. You'll get the most money, whether it's by land or by sea, that you trade. Bear furs will give you or bear pelts actually, as they're called, will give you, fur pelts will actually give you the most revenue in return. With sales, they will. So, I've been exhausting that tip for about an hour before I started, just because I wanted to get some revenue. And actually, now it gets a bit exhausting. So there's another interesting one you can do, and that's back in the homestead. And this is to do with beavers. Excuse me. Now, generally speaking, beavers are the second highest. I mean, it's reduced by about 400 or so, but they're still pretty high. So, because your bears go anything, like, depending on where you sell them, you're gonna get anything from about, what was it? It feels like 850, I think it is, to something like 1,050 or something like, or 1,150, something crazy. Beavers, it's about 600 up to about 950, so still quite high. Now if I can just do this quick enough, that will really help. And this is just gonna be really bloody annoying, because okay, so if you could do it faster than that, you'll see a bunch of beavers. I see you, come here. Now there could be anything from 4 to 6 come here. 4 to 6 beavers around, depending on how quick you are. So there's what, 4, I think there's 5. So there's usually at least 4. It could be up to 6 from what I've read. Now, if you're doing this about 3 or 4 times, so let's just say you're going by land, you'll probably fetch about 650 per pelt. So add that up. What? Let's just say on it's a good one. So it's 5. Do it 3 times. So you're getting 15. So I mean, you do the math. That's what, nearly 3,500. Just for 3 trips, and you can still, that's the same, that's a respawn system as well. So yeah, you do the math on that. Yeah, quite a bit of money, because you can't just go back and re-loot all those chests. It doesn't work like that. But this system, yeah, works roughly 90% of the time, so it's usually quite reliable. I mean, I'm sure there are other things for other animals, but these are the most lucrative, so that's, there. Like I said at the beginning, I was going to give you some really good tips, and that is a really good, useful tip, because you can never run out of money in this game. I'm being serious, because a lot of it's about profit, loss to profit, because you've got to buy some of the stuff as well, so... oh, I think I know what this is for. So I'll also be doing some of the naval missions as well at some point. Now, like I said, you should really be prioritizing your homestead of your main missions. Which I know can sound a little crazy at times, but it's not as crazy as it sounds, believe it or not. Because you can actually craft a lot of your actual like a third to half of your weapons and equipment upgrade pouches simply from upgrading the homestead, simply by completing your homestead missions and upgrading those characters to what they can offer you. You can then purchase the items necessary for, excuse me, anything from about £5 to, was it maybe 50, £60? You know, which, and considering that if you're constantly, you know, buying and selling furs and trading them plus looting chests, you're not going to lose money. The loss is minimal by comparison to the gain. Plus you get more items and more on offer. And if you lose all the chests, then you actually get the recipes already, so they're already logged for you. So it's really quite useful. So I'm just trying to explain this just so you kind of understand. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, when I first, like, I'm not kidding you, right? When I first did this back in the original game, the homestead missions actually I left till pretty much last. And when I started completing them all, it literally took me a few days to realize after completing them all what I missed out on. Huh? Burglar.
Connor! Some lout's trying to break into our house! He's armed! I'm getting the boys!
Lead the way.
Find them. I will handle it.
Like to see him get away from us. Oi, Oi, asshole! Stop! Hey, come here! Oh crap! Here we go. This begins again. And here we go again.
You can go home if you want. Something's amiss.
Yeah, like a poacher running past you. Not a miss? Are you kidding me? You should have been chasing it, but no. Well, they'll probably take him by surprise.
What's the trouble, Connor? So you'd hear past chasing a man.
He was trying to rob your home. It has been dealt with.
What? Oh, the women. Is everyone all right?
You should have been there.
What?
I told you to head back. I didn't need you.
Since when is a skinny runt like you safe out in the bush alone?
If Diana's hurt, I swear you'll be the one.
All those missions are just interesting because they're kind of funny, especially got those two involved. All right. Okay, let's see. We've got... No one told you? That's good, actually, to be honest. Alright. Let's go and talk to Warren and Prudence. Am I even going the right way? Probably... Let's just mark it for the sake of it. Otherwise I will get totally lost. I guarantee you that's going to happen.
Thank God you are here.
Prudence Primrose.
Prudence is missing. She went out to gather some things this morning and never returned. I'm worried sick. What if she's hurt?
I will find her.
The dog might help track her down. He has a good nose. Come on, boy!
Hey, they're tracking
She
to
has
us.
been gathering evening primrose almost every night. She is obsessed with the oil it yields. That is all going to stop now. I don't understand why she wants so damn much of the stuff.
Women have their reasons for different things. Not that we're supposed to understand them.
She picked some here. She can't be far. We should split up to cover more ground.
Ooh, I think I could see.
Anything yet?
Yep, way ahead of you. Okay.
Connor, anything yet?
Yes, hold on, Warren. We're trying to. Oh, there it is. I thought you really do just need eagle vision to find things. There we are.
Prudence!
Okay, not a good sign. Good, we can skin the bear. That'll do us good.
Thank you so much, Connor. Thank you. I don't want to think what might have happened if you had not arrived. I saw some primrose growing there and the bear just came charging at me.
Why are you gathering primrose?
Well, Warren and I have been trying to conceive a child for a long time now. I read that evening primrose encourages fertility. I'm sorry, this is not a proper conversation given the circumstance.
I understand. Not another word on the matter.
Prudence! Are you all right, my love?
I'll be fine. Thanks to Connor.
Thank you, Connor. Once again.
Anytime. Yep. Oh, let me guess, those blackguards are back up. What are they arguing about now? Blackguards. I could go bastards, but that's too harsh a word for them. Let's just go. Let's just go to the bridge. I like the word blackguards. I think that's a good word to describe them when they're trying to have having a fist fight or an argument. Come on, get up, seriously. My God. I must admit, I wish this little mission thing like Prudence's Primrose would just disappear once it's done. But, look, there's the pros and cons, so I'm not going to worry too much over it. Hell, by the time you play it, they might have released a patch for it, so who knows.
Master Connor! Master Connor! Dad and Godfrey...
What are they doing now? Oh god. Are they fighting again? Yeah, let me go, let me go. If they're up the hill, let me go. Oh god. Oh, this is a tricky mission, this is. You've got to be a bit careful on this one. Whoa, whoa, hey, 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 hey.
I'm gonna beat you senseless.
Oh, whoa. You kind of gotta have you gotta have the eyes on each side. Try and get this a bit quickly done. Oh, come on! Oh. Can't believe I managed to do that quickly. I swear I haven't been practicing. It's a bit. I promise it'll take a few of your. It catches you out. If you do it too quickly, the slide goes straight back down. You have to chase it. It takes a bit of diligence. Probably take some of you a few minutes to do that. Just be patient. You'll get it eventually. That's my tip for you. You both okay?
You alright? There's no need for this.
Yeah, he's a blockhead.
He'll cool off in a spell. Just needs some time is all.
Are you not angry, Godfrey?
Me? Not at all. Terry's just got himself a temper, and I won't let him get away with it. It's really no trouble. He'll calm down. The runt couldn't do much damage anyway.
Does this happen often?
Ha! I was just telling Lance how I can set that calendar by these events. It's really not a worry, Connor. But I appreciate your concern.
Set the calendar. I love that. That's just funny. Excuse me. Oh, God. Alright. Any other... No. Oh, screw it. Let's just fast travel for the sake of it. Or do we talk to... Actually, let's have a conversation. Since it's available. I did say I was going to do that, so... Otherwise I'll totally forget to do that.
Hello, Connor.
Hello.
Is something the matter?
No, nothing that need worry you.
I would not pry, but please know that if there was anything I could do to help, I would.
It's all right. Connor already knows half of it. As you know, we've been trying to have a child, Connor, for a long time. Thus far, we've not been blessed even once. It takes its toll after a time.
You must not force such things. Nature will grant you with a young one when the time is right.
We hope you're right, Connor. At the very least, we are at peace here.
I'm sorry, I think Connor looks quite badass with Jacob Fry's outfit on. I really do. Am I going the right way to the house? Davenport house? Oh, I am. That's good. I honestly thought I was going left towards Miriam's place. But no. Okay. So I wonder how much if we can actually craft any upgrades for ourselves. Items, cut sword. Ooh, okay. I must admit I am looking for a sword. That'd be really, really useful, to be honest. Pistol, no. Okay, I've got multiple convoys, that's fine. Let's have a look. What do we have? The hanger sword's slightly better than the Kato. The Kato sword? God. Mouthful. What lumber and what ore do we have available? So you got iron and oak, or copper and walnut? Iron and oak. Copper and... was it walnut? Oh god, my brain just... I don't know what's going on with my brain today. It doesn't like me at all. Well, I'll create both. So oak and walnut, and copper and iron. Walnut, oak, copper, iron. Walnut, oak, copper, iron. Walnut, oak, copper, iron. Nuts, oak, oh, I've just realised it wouldn't do us any good because we haven't found the stuff yet. Oh god. Okay, that would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Never mind. Still, we've got the materials for when it's ready, so that's all right. So as you can see, we actually create a lot of it. 'Cause, I mean, you could go to the shop, you'd be spending like 1,500 or 3,000 on them, but with that, you create them with maybe costing 50 each, 58 each. That's a huge saving. Come on, let's go here. So once you've actually, I should probably explain. See, I probably didn't quite finish and elaborate properly on those chests. Once you've actually looted a couple of those chests, or even cleared out a fort, you'll have enough funds to actually buy in a general store. You can actually buy maps for the chests, and you can actually find everything. So these are the 7 forts combined in the frontier, and both Boston and there's one other place as well. There's one other city we go to. So combine the 7 in all. So you've seen the 3 for the frontier. There's 2 here, and there's 2 in the other city. So these are locations for the other 2 forts. I'll just drag that so you can see, just in case you want to know, because they'll help reduce the tax and everything else. Now, because we're right near that, now I'm pretty sure I know who this is going to be, but we'll double check.
Get off me, Baptiste!
Thank you, my friend. They had a little too much beer and didn't like the sound of my voice. I was only talking to that girl.
Your accent is unfamiliar. Where are you from?
North of here. Province de Quebec.
And what brings you to Boston?
I am a miner by trade, but it's hard to find work. People don't listen to me because of my accent.
It might be our meeting was fate. I hail from a village just a few miles north of here. There are the beginnings of a mine. I do not know what is in there, but you might find what you are looking for within.
I'll come have a look. If there is something good, maybe we'll talk, eh?
I will talk, it means I'll be settling there. Excuse me. Now I apologize for going to and from, but actually it doesn't really where's this store? There should be a general store around here. Actually, if that's the case, we'll go here. What? Peddler? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Don't. Oh, there's no store. Oh, damn. Anyway, all right. Well, okay. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. I want to craft a sword, so just give me. Man, again, I apologize. So just, yeah. I like to have a choice of different weapons. Because it'll actually, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Assassin Tomahawk's a really good weapon, but doesn't harm to have options. Because each has its different benefits. You know, combos, kill rates, damage, all sorts of things. So, speed as well affects it, so... Now, was it iron and copper, I believe it was? Iron and copper, correct. Oh, nice. So we can get one of them. Okay, cool. So at least we can get one of the swords. Get the cut-toe sword. Nice. Now, the menu here... When you actually get to it, you can actually move in, you can actually go up and down select. Like with this one. You can select and you got above, equipped all the pros and cons, so keep that. Is now, the horse is quite good. The only problem with that is that half the time you end up having something else shown up, but because we're not faffing around with that just yet, I'll probably let that go. I can always switch it around if I need to, so we'll leave that as it is. So now we'll head over. I mean, a lot of this is as much about doing the missions as it is giving up tips and little hints about maybe the, in my opinion, is what probably a really good way to go about things as well. Ideas of making money, of, you know, just how to get the best out of the game, what to prioritize over different things like that, you know, I mean, it's one of the reasons I do these playthroughs, you know. Because not everyone's going to know about all the little secrets and all the little ideas, so...
Won't suffice, Sam. We need to act, and I'm talking about more than a sternly worded letter.
I sympathize with your frustrations, gentlemen. But surely you can understand my reluctance to kick the hornet's nest.
It's the Tories thing no matter what you do. Might as well make it count.
Okay. I think I know what's going to happen, and frankly I just don't have the time remaining of recording on this one to pull it off, or I don't want to risk it. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be talking to Samuel Adams. So I'll see you next time.